Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at a website that is definitely going to help you with your print-on-demand business. And stay tuned till the end of this video where I'm going to be telling you about a real cool special bonus that I'm sure you're really going to be happy with. If you're looking for a website that is going to contain a lot of professional graphics, that's going to allow you to be able to edit those graphics, the templates that come with it, in order to scale your print-on-demand business, then this is definitely an episode you don't want to miss. Let's get to it. But before we get into today's episode, if you're a person who enjoys all things pertaining to print on demand and perhaps are new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. Don't forget to hit the bell notification icon so that you'll be informed each and every time that I upload a new video. And don't forget to smash that like button. It does wonders for the YouTube algorithm. And now, let's jump over to my computer and take a look at this wonderful site that's going to definitely help you with your print-on-demand business. Okay, so the website that I'm referring to is Vexels.com. And as you can see here from the bottom left-hand corner, Vexels has recently done a revamp, so they've made it a lot more user-friendly for people visiting the website. So as you can see over here, we have a section pertaining to merch and a section pertaining to design. And at the top, we still have a number of categories that we can click on: graphics, merch-ready designs, vector designs, PNGs, SVGs, PSD mockups, PSD t-shirts. We can browse by different topics and niches. We've got different products with respect to t-shirts, PSD t-shirts, and a whole slew of other items that are listed down here below. You've got tools like a mockup generator, a t-shirt maker, logo maker. You can even request designs too as well. And they also have a blog. There's also a latest category, a trending category, and a featured category, which we'll take a look at later on. But let's take a look at the merch category to see what's on offer for us here. So we're going to click on merch, go to merch here. And now what you'll see here is that we've got featured t-shirt designs. And we can also browse graphics by different niches too as well. So as you can see, we got coffee, phone cases, funny, throw pillows, cats, KDP, space, tote bags, unicorns, and so much more if we just had to keep hitting the right arrow and the plus symbol. But if we continue scrolling down, we can also see that we've got the mockup section where we can click on and see the different mockup generators that we have. And here we can also request a custom design. But let's take a look at our niche category. So we're going to click on see featured t-shirts. And as we scroll down, we have different categories, or rather different niches, and how many designs are in each niche that are available for us. So if you see culture here, there are over 2,589 designs. Finances, 309 designs. Tennis, 76 designs, and so on and so forth. So if you actually know a particular niche that you want to sell in, you can actually see if this niche is available here in Vectors and actually click on it and see what kind of designs they have on offer for you to be able to modify accordingly and upload as your own unique creations. So if we have to continue scrolling down, we have volleyball, hockey, piano, bowling, drums, golf. I mean, we're spoiled for choice here with respect to different types of niches. And let's say, for example, we wanted martial arts. Martial arts, we've got 78 designs. If we had to just click on that and open it, then, well, basically you've got all of the different types of graphics and templates that are on offer for you with respect to the martial arts category. So let's say, for example, we wanted to no karate, no life. So, and you can see here it's for merch. Okay, sometimes they'll have just for design, but obviously since we clicked on it via the merch category, these are all ready for merch uploading. So we're going to click on no karate, no life. And we'll just wait a few moments for it to come up, and you can see what it would look like on a mock-up. You can see a close-up view of what the design would look like. All right, and then all you'd have to do is just click on download, which we can do now. So let's click on download and see what it comes up with. So when you download it, you're given a zip file, which we're going to allow to come down. Okay, so after we've hit download and it downloads a zip file to our computer, we're just going to right-click on it and we're going to choose extract here. Okay, and let's just change the view folder to large icons so we can see what we get. And we have a PSD file an AI file. Okay, now an AI file, if you want to, you can actually open photopea.com and open the AI file within Photopea, so you don't really need to invest in any other kind of program, because Photopea actually opens AI files and you can obviously edit and manipulate them accordingly to how you want. So that's actually a great hack for you to take into consideration. Then, if you want to continue working on Photoshop, for example, if you have it, you could save it and then continue working in Photoshop. But either or, open the AI file in Photopea and you can manipulate and modify accordingly. Okay, so you have your PDF file here, and you have your different file formats, which are your JPEGs, your PNG images, okay? And you also have your README file, your text document from Vexels, which obviously goes in and sort of like thanks you for downloading, and obviously what you can and cannot do with respect to your graphics, okay? So as you can see, there are a ton of different designs pertaining to martial arts, and with each one you can modify accordingly, and the sky's the limit with the way that you can scale each of these particular designs, all right? So if we go back, so let's assume now for a moment that you wanted to go through the top categories over here and search for something in particular. Let's say, for example, you wanted to find a PNG. So we would just go down and click on PNG and SVGs here. And then obviously Vexels will bring up all of the PNGs which are obviously available for you. And you can just click on the search file over here and you can type in, well, we were working on animals before, so let's just click on animals again and see what comes up. And as you can see here, everything and anything on Vexels pertaining to animals, you're going to be able to find them listed here in this in the search. You have over 378 pages of animal designs that you can go through. Obviously, if you want to refine your search a little bit more, then you can obviously go in and search for a particular type of animal. But as it stands right here, there are over 18,892 animals, editable vectors, and templates that you can choose from. So again, quite a lot that you could download and obviously edit and modify and create your own unique designs, which could take your print-on-demand shop to a whole new level. You can also browse by niches and topics, as I stated earlier. So let's choose topics over here and see what we've got. So vector images, stock of any topic. And again, you just go through the different categories. This is sort of like what we had clicked on at the beginning with respect to merch. You'd find your niche and then you would just click on and obviously explore all of the designs and templates that they have on offer. Okay, so let's take a look at t-shirts here, products for t-shirts. Okay, now in this category here you have 13,354 t-shirt vector designs for t-shirts and merch. Alright, so again, you're just simply scrolling and you could spend so much time going through them and just, well, basically you feel like a kid in a candy shop, going through them and seeing all of these wonderful designs that you could put to use and modify for your own shop too as well. Alright, so again, you've got all of these other things that you can go through in terms of merch designs, pop sockets, tote bags. You can even create logos and business cards too as well. And now the wonderful thing about Vexels is that the amount of mockups they give on offer for you to be able to use, and what you can actually do with the shirts and the tinting of the photos for social media is really huge, and you've got a lot of flexibility, so you can continue churning out design after design and social media post after social media post with just a couple clicks of the mouse button. Let's have a look to see how it's done. Okay, so over here we've uploaded the design onto a mockup, all right, and we can choose different mockups over here. Let me just move myself over a little bit over here so that you can see, and we can just scroll down and see a bunch of mockups that they give on offer. All right, obviously you're not going to see the extensive list, and you can always then browse by categories for different mockups. But let's assume for a moment that we want to change the color of the shirt. So what we can do is we can click on over here and we get our custom color generator here, and basically you can just choose whatever colors that you want. Obviously this was the JPEG design, so it's going to have the white background, but this is just for example purposes. If you happen to know what the hex code is, you can actually go ahead and type it in yourself. So if I wanted a black shirt, well, black is 6 zeros, 1 2 3 4 5 6, hit enter and the shirt turns black. So if you actually sell on Merch by Amazon, you can actually go ahead and see how your design is going to appear on all of the colors offered by Merch by Amazon, and that way you can choose the best colors for your design to use in your social media posts. This way, when they see your social media posts with the actual colors available on Amazon, then they're already going to be one step towards the add to cart button, because they'll already have a great idea of what that color is going to look like. And if it really captured their attention on a social media post like on Pinterest, then half the work is already done. They don't have to go through scrolling through all of the colors or Merch by Amazon to see one which works best, because probably the fact that they clicked on it meant that they were really happy with that color already. But just to give you an example, if I had to click on the army green, or maybe the maroon one, or the orange, you get the idea. Okay? And you can also choose mockups that have the design on the back. So if you're planning on selling your design on the back of a t-shirt, then you can also choose mockups where obviously the design fits on the back. So you've got a lot of options here too as well. And you can also adjust the size. So if you're going to have an all-over print, let's say for example you choose a repeat pattern that's offered on Vexels and you're going to have it sold on an all-over t-shirt, then you can actually resize it so that it will fit the entire t-shirt or product that you're going to be selling it on. Okay, and you can also rotate the design. You can move it off center if you want, and then if you want it back to center, you just click over here, back to center, and your design goes back to the original default that it was uploaded. So you have a lot of flexibility. You can also change the backgrounds too as well. You can also change the tint colors of the photos too as well. So if you want to add a little bit of a popping factor, make your design a little bit unique when it's standing out on social media, well, you can go through all of the different types of filters that Vexels has to offer, and you can just click on them and see what works for you, download, and obviously you can use them in social media. And if you actually saw my Pinterest video, I'll have a link in the description below, and I'll have a pop-up popping up somewhere around over here too as well. You'll realize that Pinterest, being a very visual search platform, you can create multiple mockups of the same design and then just upload those to Pinterest. And because of the fact that it's a different design, Pinterest is going to reward you for being consistent with your uploads too, and as a result your designs will show up more in Pinterest search. So it's definitely something worth considering. Now let's say for example that you don't want to bother yourself with Photoshop or Photopea or any of that other kind of software programs. You just want one centralized place where you can create your designs and have access to thousands of graphics for your creative designs. Well, Vexels has got you covered too as well with their t-shirt maker section on their website. Let's take a look. Okay, so here we are in the t-shirt maker section of Vexels. It's a little bit of a tongue twister there too. And as you can see here, you can create print-ready graphic t-shirts for Amazon merch and online stores. You can browse over 40,000 SVG graphics, play around with their text creating tools, download print-ready PNGs, get commercial and merch use license, and showcase your designs with their mockups. So there's a lot that you can do with this particular website. Let's continue. So if we click on Start Creating here, all right, we're presented with a blank canvas, a white t-shirt on a male model. And to the left here, you've got different mockups, different models here that you can choose if you prefer to switch from this one. And this is all front-facing t-shirts. If you click on back, you're going to be presented with a number of models, obviously with the t-shirt design printed on the back. Okay. You can also choose your colors, your t-shirt colors, and again, if you have the hex code, you can actually put it in there. And you can also change the backgrounds of the t-shirts too as well. Again, this is also another brilliant aspect of Vexels, because if you use this particular section and you download the designs with the different types of backgrounds, this is an amazing aspect to use for your social media posts too as well. Okay. And remember, the more your design pops on a photo in social media, the greater the likelihood is going to attract attention from people. And if they stop to take a closer look at your design, there's a greater likelihood that they might actually click and visit whatever shop you have this design obviously offered on. And obviously it might increase the possibility of landing a sale. So just to give you an idea, if we had to choose different backgrounds, you can see what they look like. And there's a ton of different backgrounds that you can use too as well. Now, let's go back to choose just a basic gray background, all right? Now, if we click on this first icon over here, we find ourselves in the section of their graphics. So you got featured graphics, ribbons, icons, shapes, dividers, badges, frames. If we click on any of these are all potentials even for sticker designs. So if you want to create a nice sticker pack based on a particular niche, say panda bears for example, you can click on search here. If we type in panda, we can see what comes up. And you've got all of these different graphics. Just think of how many different type of sticker packs you could create just out of this section of pandas alone. Okay, and it just continues going and going and going. So you've got a lot of potential that you can choose from. Okay, and when you have found the graphic that you'd like to use, you just simply click on it and you wait for Vexels to pop it up in the center of the t-shirt. It's that simple. You can grab the handles and resize accordingly. Okay. Now, let's say for example you wanted to add some text. Well, you can actually click on the text tool here. All right, and you can just click on add text over here. Double click, and you could put double click to edit. And I don't know. We can type brainy panda. I mean, it's obviously something that just came to mind right now. Obviously, I'm sure that you will be able to come up with a better caption for it. But for this example, let's assume that we wanted to use that and we wanted to give it a bit of an arch. So we're going to click on the arch here, and we want to increase the size of it. So we're just going to click on the font. So we're going to center it over here. Okay. And if we wanted to increase the size of it, we just grab on one of the corner handles and increase accordingly. If you don't like the arch, you can choose any of the other different types of text shapes and you can edit it accordingly. So you can actually increase the bulge over here or decrease it. Okay, so there's a lot that you can do here. You can actually bold the font if you wanted to. You can obviously change it to italics. Okay, so you're basically spoiled for choice with respect to what you can do with the t-shirt maker here. Now, if you don't have an idea in terms of how to go about creating a design and maybe perhaps you would like to have some inspiration, well, Vexels also offers you a template section within the t-shirt maker. Let's take a look to see how we can put this to good use. Okay, so let's go back. We're going to delete these. And let's assume for a moment we want to use one of their templates. So we just click on this icon here, third from the top, and you can basically scroll down here and you can see all these different types of templates which are obviously editable. Okay, so we've found a template that we want to modify, and it's simply just a matter of clicking on each of the components of the design in order to modify accordingly. So let's see, we want to get rid of this record icon here, so we're going to click on it, double click on it. You can see we've got the boundary box around it, so that's telling us we can edit it. And if we wanted to choose one of these panda clip arts, so that we don't take up too much time finding something else, let's choose this one here. And as you can see, Vexels changes the clip art to the panda bear that we've chosen. And then if we want to change the text, we can do the same thing by clicking on one of the components and then obviously modify accordingly. So if we want to double click on this one, and then we're just going to highlight it, and let's say we want to use the word bear, B-E-A-R, vintage bear. So we're going to highlight all of that, and we're going to decrease the size of the font so that it centers more. And let's say, for example, that's our design, vintage bear. Okay, clearly you're going to spend more time on it and be a lot more creative than I'm doing for the intents and purposes of this particular tutorial. But I think you get the idea of how easy it is to modify and create your own designs using the t-shirt maker process in Vexels. So you've got a lot of designs, elements that you can choose from, and you can spend hours just coming up with great designs simply from Vexels and then download them. You can actually even download them with a transparent background so that you can upload them obviously to merch by Amazon, Redbubble, TeePublic, or whatever print-on-demand platform that you use. And then after you finish modifying your design and you're happy with it, all you have to do is simply click on download over here. And before you continue with the download process, Vexels gives you one last chance to make sure that your design is in fact centered and fits within the print area. When you're happy with it, all you need to do is click on the download button, and obviously your file will download to your computer so that you can use accordingly for your print-on-demand business. So that's basically it in a nutshell, how to use the T-shirt maker. It's an amazing section of the website, and just for this aspect alone is worth the subscription that you pay to gain access to this website. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. I highly recommend it. Now, before we wrap up this video, I just want to show you two other categories within Vexels that obviously will help you to actually get your creative juices flowing, particularly if you've just finished the design and maybe you're thinking about, okay, well, what am I going to create the next time that I get to sit down in front of my computer or my tablet? And that pertains to the latest and trending designs that have been categorized and put into two different sections on the Vexels website to make it convenient for you to be able to access those designs without having to have to shuffle through the thousands and thousands of designs that Vexels has on offer for you. So let's take a look here on my computer. Okay, so if we just look at the top here, we've got latest and trending, and we also have featured here too as well. But let's click on latest, and when we click on it, we are brought up with 119,938 graphics and designs that are new for downloading purposes that you can use in your own print-on-demand business. Okay, it's extremely extensive, and there's just so much for you to enjoy and download in your creative design process making. All right, you can also click on trending too as well. And in terms of trending graphics, Vexels has organized these accordingly. And again, you can just go through them and see what is trending and actually perhaps download it and make your own version of that particular clip art or design which is trending to make it your own. So obviously you can download it and upload it to your print-on-demand design business, or rather shop as well. Okay, there's a ton of things that you can go through here. So you can easily get yourself lost within this website and just continue creating and creating and creating. And I don't know what you're all thinking. Okay, so if this website is so great, how much does it cost to subscribe? Well, I'm glad that you asked. Let's take a look at my computer. Okay, so if we click on the pricing section over here. All right, now my computer is configured to euros, but the basic merch plan is 17 euros 50 cents per month and is billed annually for 208 euros and 80 cents. But you can see there's a discount if you subscribe and you pay for the full year in advance. And what this gives you is about 100 downloads per month. You can request designs twice a month to be made. You can do, obviously, you have unlimited prints, full access to the library and tools, a basic welcome bundle, 24/7 support, and you can obviously use these designs that you make for websites like Merch by Amazon, Zazzle, Printful, Redbubble, etc. Okay. Now you might think to yourself, 17 euros 50 cents, that's a lot per month. Well, if you think about it, it's 208 euros per year. That's going to correlate to about 59 euro cents per day. And if you convert that into US dollars, we're looking at around 247 US dollars for the year, which is about 69 cents per day for access to all of these graphics and all of these tools that you can put to good use. Now, if you use this site well, it can actually, in fact, pay for itself. I mean, you could easily come up with a number of designs that you could put up onto Redbubble or Merch by Amazon and actually pay for your monthly subscription, and then everything else is going to be icing on the cake. So don't think of it in terms of, oh my goodness, look how much it costs. Think of it as an investment in your business. It's going to be saving you time, and one of the worst things that any designer can do is spend hours upon hours creating designs that may not be up to par. Remember, the print-on-demand world is very saturated, and in order to make it big, or to succeed at all in print-on-demand, you've got to have great eye-catching designs. Whether they're text designs or graphic designs, they've got to pop. They've got to be eye-catching. And a site like Vexels will provide you with that opportunity to create designs that are going to pop. And if they pop, the greater the chances are of being seen and obviously purchased. And if you actually come up with something that goes viral, well, you won't only have to worry about paying off for the month. It'll probably pay off for the whole year, if not more. Okay? So think of it as an investment in yourself. How much time it's going to save you in terms of creating, how much time it's going to save you in terms of creating mock-ups for your obviously maybe your Etsy shops or for your social media platforms. Okay? You have everything focused onto one website. And that's actually going to be a time saver for you. The one drawback that I do have to obviously specify is that You can continue using your designs that you create so long as you have a paid membership going. The moment that you stop the membership, Vexels does state in the terms and conditions that you have to remove your designs. But again, if you think about it, if you are selling and you are continuously using this website to create really great designs that are going to allow you to sell even more, why would you want to consider stopping your subscription? Particularly, or rather especially, if you are making money through the use of this website. Now, to celebrate their new website, the people at Vexels are offering my followers a 35% discount on any of the 3 plans that they have on offer. All you have to do is click on one of the links that are going to be in the description below, and you'll be able to avail yourself of this special discount so that you can gain access to this wonderful site and all of the awesome resources that I have to offer. Just to let you know, this is an affiliate link, so by clicking on this link and availing yourself of this special offer, you'll also be helping my channel out with the small commission that I make from it. Click on the links down below and start downloading so that you can take your shop up to the next level through the use of the amazing resources that Vexels has to offer. So I do hope that you enjoyed this particular episode. Like I said, Vexels is a really great website to consider having in your toolbox for design creating purposes. It will save you a lot of time. It gives you a whole plethora of graphics to be able to use. The creativity that you can come from using it and just actually seeing the designs and putting those graphics into good use is going to take your print-on-demand business to a whole new level. But for today, that's all I've got. So, as usual, be safe, be well, stay creative. Bye for now.